And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2nd and 9. Motion man is Schwartz. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for their running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, here's Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, look at the juke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Daniels. There's Chris Olave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Fights him off, and he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the draw, here's Mitchell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 8. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as in. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to... And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
A final shot before break. Daniels.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, eluding the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A give here to Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, smash. 19 light.
To throw is Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Set the ring. Set the ring. 19, right here.
Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defense
gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. and that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Daniels. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. On the handoff, Mitchell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Motion man is Schwartz. To the air goes Daniels. And he lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we... They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Mitchell. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They go play action here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Daniels looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Tag. 18, up, 18, trap 60.
Here's Daniels. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. David Ajabo has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A big play looming on third down.
Ready. Seven Pirates.
Now Daniels. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
60 Maverick. Go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here now, 3rd down.
Rocco 80. Check. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
19 tight. Check go.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. K.J. Hamler, 52 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Here we go. 18, pioneer.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Schwartz, 42 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
19, 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.